All right, one of the most important things to consider when you're reaching or lifting overhead, you got to be able to keep the golf ball on the tee, basically the head of your humerus into the socket, and that takes good rotator cuff activity and shoulder blade or scapular activity. That way, when we're moving our arm around, we're keeping it centered in the joint. So one exercise to do that to help get the back side of the shoulder, rotator cuff, scapula engaged during this motion is to do kind of like a floor angel type of thing with foam rollers to help us guide. So what I'm going to do, I have two foam rollers. They're about the same thickness. I get my arm into this like 90-90 position, and then first thing I want to do is rock the shoulder blade backwards. So I'm trying to tilt it this way in a way. A lot of us are stuck in the anterior forward tilt. So I engage a lot of the scapular muscles there, and then I'm pushing down with my wrist, which starts to recruit the rotator cuff. And then what I do is I get another one to just hang out at the elbow. I'll give a little bit of pressure there as well. So what I'm doing, I engage shoulder, wrist, elbow, and then I slide up and then down. So you just keep that pressure at the wrist and the elbow and up at your shoulder blade as you reach out into varying distances. So the further you come up, I'm still trying to hold, so I can hold for time and then come back down, give myself a little bit more pressure at different points. But the point being is we're trying not to let the shoulder ride up on you or dump forward or get out of position in any way. So with that being said, when you're doing this, you don't want to have, if you're feeling pinching in the back or front of the shoulder, there's obviously something going on there. If you're having anything going down the arm, again, could be tight in certain areas, could have a raging disc problem. I mean, there could be all sorts of things. So obviously don't push into pain. You want to feel a really stable burn at the shoulder blade and the back of the shoulder. So even after I've done it about this much, I'm starting to tire out a bit. So as I get a little bit stronger and more comfortable with that, I can drop this one away. So the key here is I'm still holding my elbow. I'm going to try to keep it in the same plane. So I'm not going to let it dive downwards or upwards. I'm really focused on essentially just keeping my forearm parallel. And then if I wanted to progress even further, I could probably take a band and work it like that. If I had, tons of foam rollers or like basketballs or different objects, I can slide it on both sides. So go ahead and give this a try. Work that really awesome warm up as well. So just start to feel how to engage and then really feeling that synergy between shoulder and shoulder blade when our shoulder, our arms are reaching out or up. That's usually where we're most vulnerable.